What's up, wonderful world of YouTube? My name's Chris, and this is Motivated Living. Today we're going to be talking about a banger of a fragrance. Carlisle by Parfums De Marly. So sit tight, I'll be right back.
Welcome to Motivated Living.
Change is on the horizon.
Welcome, everybody. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, whether this is your first time or you've been here all the times. Either way, thanks a lot. I appreciate each and every one of y'all taking time out of your day to hang out with moi. So thanks a lot. Appreciate it. As I said at the beginning, we're going to be talking about Carlisle by Parfums De Marly. This bottle here is a tester. I like buying testers when I'm able to come across them. You save a little bit on them, but you still get the great quality. And there's been a couple testers, in my opinion, seem like they're stronger than the actual retail box or package retail bottle. Excuse me. This was released in 2015, and as I said, it is a banger. So far, this is my favorite from the house of Parfums De Marly, or as we say, PDM for short. Yeah. My favorite. There's just something about it. This bottle, thanks to Mr. Kaushik Sathyamurthy, you guys can find him on Facebook. Phenomenal guy, phenomenal businessman, phenomenal products. I go through him very, very, very often. A lot of y'all who do the waffles also know this. And I shout him out whenever I can. But this bottle was sent from him. Very well known in all the fragrance groups. And if you don't know, well, now you know. This was a tester. Again, as I said, came in a box like this. Says tester. This was the box for Leighton, though, because my daughter ran off with the tester box of this one, and I haven't been able to locate it. But it came in a plain white box. It's the only difference. And the back of the bottle says demonstration on it, and it has actually the note breakdown. A retail bottle isn't going to have that. Hopefully you guys can see that. I always wonder how or when or what my camera is going to do. I record with the Galaxy Note 10 Plus. It's supposed to have really good tracking in camera. It's front of the bottle. There's the bottom. Again, this was released in 2015 on Fragrantica. It gets a 4.51. And there's all kinds of comments down there. So to see that high of a rating with multiple comments is good to see, in my opinion. It has a really heavy cap. That's a kind of a well-known thing with the legit Parfums De Marly. If your cap doesn't have some weight to it, you might have got. Be careful with this thing because you can put your eye out. Real heavy cap. It's got the plastic liner. I just had talked about the MFK Grand Soir, and it had a similar cap like that with the metal top, plastic inside. Reading the back, what it says their notes are, it says Pomme Verte, Saffron, Noix de Muscade, Green Apple, Saffron, and Nutmeg. Now when you look online, I don't see these same notes, and I'll read the notes I found online. Now it says in your heart you have Tonka, Osmanthus, Davana, Rose, and then your base notes are vanille, patchouli, Raisin de Apopanax. Now looking on Fragrantica, when I check the notes, it says the top is bergamot and mandarin orange, which I see nothing about mandarin orange on here. Or bergamot on the bottle. And it says your heart notes are violet and jasmine, which I also do not see. And this is the label from the company. This is what's posted somewhere else when I'm reading off to my left. It says your base notes are gaiac wood, patchouli, and cardamom. Patchouli's in there. So it's kind of I guess you would say, an Oriental gourmand. It's kind of tricky, I guess you would say. For me, I just speak how things speak to me. And I may read some things, get other people's feedback, or talk to people. Personally, I always feel like I get a mild honey slash leather tobacco type vibe, but not really, if that makes sense. It's very strong. It's uplifting. It's not overpowering, offensive strong, but it just feels really masculine. So I hope that makes sense. The atomizer, boom, nice blast. This stuff smells delicious. Yeah. Now, granted, there's seldom I bring fragrances that I'm going to talk bad about, because usually I buy them for me and I like them, and it's after much research. Now, there's a couple I'm not going to like. There's a few I may like, you're not. That's just the way this thing goes. So I'm not telling you go run out and buy it because I like it. But if you have a chance to get a decant or smell a sample, I definitely advise that. Because I've talked about blind buying in my last video. I've won on these last couple ones. But I've personally blind bought off of other influencers or YouTubers hyping it up and saying it's so good. And then even friends agree, say it's really great. But I get it and it just doesn't work for me. We're all different. That's the beautiful thing of this fragrance game of ours, is we all aren't going to smell the same. That's what's so beautiful about it. Because if we all smelled the same, that would be boring, right? Right. The openings is a little, I don't want to say abrasive. When you first spray it open, it's kind of gritty, for lack of better words, coming from me. I guess it's hard to put that into words. But it only lasts, that grittiness that I feel is short-lived, very short-lived. And then it just starts getting very bright, uplifting. It's definitely not a freshie for sure. I recommend this for your cooler weather. And I'm saying that untested because I haven't had this in the warmer weather. And you know me, if I feel like wearing this in the warmer weather, I'm going to give it a shot. But I'll probably tone down my spray routine. I might just hit a couple right there and call it a day. I wouldn't do the full routine. Longevity and sillage is phenomenal on this guy. I'll spray this on and say like right now, I'm going to be smelling this probably about 7-8 hours strong later. And then I'll still smell it as a skin scent probably another 3-4 hours. It's been really impressing me. And I love when they last, especially when you're more higher ticket items like this. Now, if it was like a cheapie, then you expect to respray. But when I'm shelling out more money, I don't want to have to keep respraying like I would a cheapie. But that's just me. It got compliment factor, I'd say probably about a 60% on this one. But the times I've wore it, I haven't really been to where I could be around other new people. Now, work people like it. At home, my wife likes it. Not right now, but here in about 10 minutes when I'm all done, wrap this all up, go back in, she'll like it. Her friends have liked it, complimented it, both on the bottle and off the skin. Smelled it, asked what it was. Well, someone asked, what is that? And I went and grabbed the bottle. Oh, it's this guy. Because I love talking about fragrances to people around here, well, anyone I encounter, and introducing them to this uplifting, therapeutic hobby, lifestyle, passion of mine, of yours, or else you probably want to be here watching. Projects really good. She smelt this about halfway across the room on me, hour or so in. Not overpowering, but it's there. You'll pleasantly fill a room. This isn't one of them super loud like Sauvage type fragrances where you spray it and they could smell it in the next town over. I've sprayed that at work, and another part of the building they were smelling it because the fan's moving around and strong. This isn't so much, but it is definitely detectable. It lasts, it's powerful. This one here is, I wouldn't say it's as much linear because it does change, but it doesn't change a whole lot to me through the life of it. It just goes from being the gritty thing I said, which I don't even know if gritty is the right word, but it's so smooth, and they really, really, really put themselves together very well on this. They did a very good job. Some of the other ones I've liked from the house, Leighton, the not exclusive, but Leighton. recently acquired that. I like that one a lot. Hair's another good one. It didn't last too well on my skin. It really wasn't uplifting to me, because I look for them to evoke certain feelings on me. And if it has me doing this throughout the day and smiling, it's a keeper. And this is one that does it for me. I went through fragrancenet.com and I bought a little 0.27 travel atomizer. It was like $20, so I could give it a spray. So I blind bought the little one, and then I got a hold of Mr. Kaushik, and I was like, "Hey, bro, do you have?" Sure enough, he does. He had a tester. He had one left, and I added it to the collection. But that's it. I thank y'all, each and every one of y'all. Thanks for coming and kicking it with me. We were kicking the bobos. If anyone smelled it, drop in the comments. Tell me about it. Tell me your thoughts. If you haven't smelled it, get your nose on it, for real. And do it before it gets super warm. And if you live in one of them high heat areas, just turn down your sprays. Unless you want to be that Incredible Hulk guy. I mean, it's all good. I'm not judging. To each is their own. I'd be Larry spraying this super heavy and high heat. Other than that, peace and hair grease. Thanks for coming. I hope to see y'all back. Have a great day. Be blessed. Be happy. Be positive. Give yourself a hug. Let's do it right now. Give yourself a big hug. Oh. And I am nuttier than a squirrel turd. Thanks again. See y'all.
Motivated living.
Change is on the horizon.